Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 10th International Conference on the Law of the Sea. My name is Kim Ki-hyun, and I have the honor of serving as the host for this esteemed gathering today. It is truly a great pleasure to be here with you today. On behalf of the organizers, I extend our sincere gratitude to all the distinguished panelists and participants for gracing us with your kind presence in this conference. Today's conference will be facilitated both online and offline, as we will be live streamed on YouTube. Now, without further ado, let us start the conference under the title, Celebrating a Decade of Dialogue, the Expanding Role of UNCLOS and the Laws of the Sea Institutions. To begin this conference, I'm honored to introduce Her Excellency Dr. Jina, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Korea, to deliver welcoming remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Her Excellency with a big round of applause.
His Excellency Thomas Hyder, President of the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea, Professor Park Byung-do, President of the Korean Society of International Law, distinguished members of the tribunals, excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this meaningful event marking the 10th anniversary of the International Conference on the Law of the Sea. Let me begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea and the Korean Society of International Law for their unwavering support for this conference. My sincere thanks also goes to all the speakers and panelists. When we first met in 2016, it was just a modest one-day meeting of, 10 scholars to discuss issues of a very limited scope. But less than a decade later, this conference has grown into a major international forum on the law of the sea. Over the last decade, more than 250 experts have addressed issues on a wide range of topics, ensuring that this conference remains timely and relevant amid global challenges such as climate change and maritime biodiversity protection. Today, as we open the 10th International Conference on the Law of the Sea, we reflect on a decade of dialogue under the theme, the expanding role of the UNCLOS and the Law of the Sea Institutions. UNCLOS remains the culmination of the international community's efforts to establish a legal order rooted in the peaceful use of the seas and the harmonization of maritime rights and obligations. The establishment of ICLS, the International Seabed Authority, and the Commission on the Limits of Continental Shelf embodies this shared mission. ICLS now stands among the most significant international judicial bodies contributing meaningfully to the peaceful settlement of maritime disputes. In this recent advisory opinion on climate change, the International Court of Justice reaffirmed ICLO's central interpretive authority under UNCLOS, attributing considerable weight to its jurisprudence. The ISA continues to develop mechanisms to ensure that deep sea activities serve the interest of all mankind while protecting the maritime environment. The international community is closely following the ongoing development of exploitation regulations. The CLCS, likewise, plays a crucial role in UNCLOS implementation by providing recommendations to coastal states regarding outer limits of their continental shelf. Distinguished guests, Korea is committed to practical diplomacy that advances peace and security. This is an approach equally vital to maritime governance. As a nation whose prosperity has long been affected by maritime trade, fisheries, and marine science, Korea's future depends on sustainable rule-based ocean governance as well. In this context, UNCLOS remains the essential framework guiding Korea's engagement with its maritime neighbors. Around the Korean Peninsula, overlapping maritime claims call for cooperation, mutual understanding, and solutions grounded in international law. In this spirit, maritime boundary negotiations with China continue, and dialogue with Japan, including a delimitation, should likewise be restored under the UNCLOS regime. At the multilateral level, Korea remains fully committed to shaping the future of ocean governance. We are the first East Asian country to ratify the BBNG agreement, entering into force next January. At the fifth APEC ocean-related ministerial meeting in Seoul, Busan, Korea proposed the APEC Ocean Resilience Enhancement Roadmap to strengthen regional cooperation. We are further seeking to co-host the fourth UN Ocean Conference in 2028 with Chile. Since 2022, Korea also sponsored annual ICLS legal advisors workshops to support global capacity building in the law of the sea. Distinguished guests, I trust that this conference continue to serve as a vital bridge between academia and practitioners, contributing to deeper common understanding of the most pressing maritime issues in the decade ahead. The Korean government reaffirms its commitment to fostering dialogue and exchange of ideas to advance international law. So once again, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to all of you for joining us today to celebrate this decade of meaningful dialogue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vice Minister, for your enlightening